Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 blind playthrough. I did one for Curse of the Moon 1 and I thought it was quite a fun project to do, so when the sequel came out I decided to do one for this one as well. And hopefully you will enjoy it, and I'm not gonna rant on while we're just watching this title screen. Instead we're gonna press the any button and press game start and see how this game is compared to the first one. No data. Okay, episode 1, the Demon's Crown, yes. Characters get knocked back when taking damage and lives are limited in this retro difficult style. Recommended for those who want a fair challenge. Fuck that. Infinite lives and no knockback occurs when taking damage in this beginner-friendly style. Players are not penalized in any way, so choose this style if you're a beginner or want to take it easy. In the first game I played this on casual, and I'm gonna do the same here for the sequel. Oh, you can actually play 2 players. Well, sadly I have no one to play with except for myself, and that came out wrong. So we're gonna go into 1-player mode. Let's see. Sangetsu, the peerless swordsman from the east, crossed paths with fellow travelers on his quest for revenge. They overcame perilous battles and forged deep bonds, ultimately working together to strike down the demonic threat they pursued. However, their journey was not yet complete. Dominique, an exorcist sent by the church who was sworn to revenge against demonkind, spread word of a tower of unknown origins. It is said to be constructed using methods once thought impossible for man to achieve. It was known by the church as the Demon Tower. As if called forth by the tower itself, the demon's castle appeared once again. Is this a curse of fate or the whim of the moon? Sangetsu's blade flashed in the moonlight once more as the demon's stronghold beckoned. So it's a bit of a tie-in to the first game, I guess, with what we call Jebel, Miriam and Alfred, the worthless little wizard. Not a big fan of that character. And that lady flying the kite, stage 1, the dragon silhouette. That lady flying the kite actually looked a lot like Miriam. Just gonna test the controls. Okay, so seems pretty straightforward. And I did check out one review of this game before I started this blind playthrough, and much to probably your amusement, the viewer, he said that this was harder than the first game. And even though I played the first game, oh wow, shit, going at me ghosts and goblin style, eh? Even though I played the first game on casual difficulty, I did find it quite challenging. But now it's been a while since I played the first game, but I think maybe the controls here don't feel quite as heavy as they did in Curse of the Moon 1. Fuck you, kitty. Okay. So hopefully it will go a little bit better going through this, and I probably jinxed myself by saying that. And for anyone who's new to this, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon was... the first one was a Kickstarter incentive, because they started a fundraiser to create, wow, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. It was a love letter, which was a love letter to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And since they met a tier of their Kickstarter incentive, they also created Curse of the Moon, which is a little love letter to Castlevania 3, I think. What's going on with this candle thing? Nothing? And this is, of course, the sequel to that. Weird. But so far so good. We haven't taken so much punishment yet. But I don't want to get lured into any false sense of security. Aha! Sneaky little skull coming up there. And it's gonna be fun to see if Jebel and Miriam and Alfred show up this time as well. I'm a bit surprised that Sangetsu is alone. A message is written in blood. It seems I can use sub-weapons with trying about them, however that would require weapon points. If I destroy lamps, perhaps I can find a magic potion to restore my weapon points. I also found that different colored lamps contain various sub-weapons I can use. Okay, one of those little tutorial things. And seems to be the same thing as in the first game. So that is nice. Just gonna go over here and destroy this lamp. See what that is. Not quite sure. Either way, I have heard a little rumors about this game containing new companions, but we'll see along the way. I guess the setup is the same as in the first game, that maybe you have to go like through the first level alone, and you'll find your companions after beating new stages. And there seems to be a lot of illusory walls here. And it feels so familiar, was what I was gonna say, because a friend of mine has recently started playing Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and I've been helping him, just getting along a little bit, because those games are really unforgiving when you start playing them. And at least in the Dark Souls games, not so common in Bloodborne, just in Chalice dungeons, but there are a lot of illusory walls. And couldn't you do like a downward swipe? Either way, let's not rant about Dark Souls while we're playing Bloodstained, even though sometimes in at least Curse of the Moon 1 it was almost Dark Souls levels of difficulty, even though it did seem a little bit more unfair. And what is the thing with those candles? They don't seem to do anything, just there to make you paranoid. I have to... Yes. I must say, initial first impression when it comes to this is that the controls the controls feel a lot less clunky than they did in the first game, and hopefully that is something that I will feel throughout the game. It's just not first impression, because in the first game, especially in the last level, there was this platforming room where you had to climb up like ice climber style, and you were being chased by some kind of sand snake worm, whatever. And anyone who has watched my blind playthrough of the first game knows just how fucking frustrating that was. Because with the clunky controls, and was extremely tight getting through there. And I recognize this enemy from the first game. I can't... Yes, that's what he did. Through giant cannonballs. But he seemed a little bit lacking when he came up close. Must also say, another first impression of this game, it does feel like it is a little bit easier than the first one. Might be just because I'm at the level 1. Because it did say in that review that this is actually harder than the first game. Which... What was that? Do you see that? In the background from this tower something dropped down? Cool. Probably the first boss, and I smell boss room. Just 10 minutes in. Yes. Here we have... That is a big griffin-like creature. Okay, wish me luck. Oh shit. That hurts. That didn't hurt as much as I thought. Can I hit your paws? No. Can you... Okay. Suddenly he's joined by an alien. Huh. Okay, the boss mechanics for this boss seem to be quite simple. Okay. That's how you inflict the damage. You have to hit that ghoul thing in his mouth. Ow. I'm just gonna wait up here. Because it's easier to drop down than it is to get back up. Come on. And then we get the hell out of dodge. Feeling good. Feeling confident. Get out of the way of the alien. Jump up and up. Come on. There we go. Let's see if we can end this. And this is actually not a boss I recognize from Ritual of the Night. Because in the first game, most of the bosses... Hello, oh, that's not Miriam. But in the first game... Won a trophy, the dragon silhouette. In the first game, most of the bosses... Or I think all of the bosses, more or less, were taken from Ritual of the Night. They were just 8-bit versions of the original counterparts. But this one is... I don't recognize. You're too slow, Sangetsu. I felled the target before you. You have some nerve using me as a decoy. Come on, I had no choice. You were the only person I could rely on for this. Let me lend you my strength and we will slay those demons together. I have faith in you, Sangetsu. Dominique has become an ally. Okay, Dominique is in Ritual of the Night. She is the vendor. Let's see. With new allies, it appears I can use the R1, L1 buttons to switch places with them. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses. If I make good use of my allies, I can traverse seemingly impassable terrain. Whenever I reach a crossroads, I'll take the shortest path without fail. If I come to a fork in the path where I can't determine the shortcut, I'll rely on the remains of fallen adventurers to lead me down the best path. Each of my allies has their own stamina. If their health gets low, quickly switching places would be a wise idea. The sub-weapons that appear when destroying lamps can only be used by a certain person, it seems. No one else can even pick them up. A lot of ranting going on there. Spear strike. High jump. Okay. Vertical strike. Hopping strike. Can bounce off of certain objects. Okay, kind of like DuckTales. Or for the younger crowd, Shovel Knight. Okay, let's try her out while we are in a controlled area. I feel that the upward strike can be quite useful. And that is the end of the first level. We're making good time. Stage 2, enchanting something. Didn't have time to see what it actually said. Seems a bit more intense, and these enemies are really coming at me Ghost and Goblin style, popping out of the ground. Can I like... Okay. Can you maybe like jump off enemies? Oh, come on, it's so close. Ah! Fuck. Almost. Okay, the controls are starting to show through that they are still a little bit clunky. Maybe it's better if I use... I have used the D-pad thus far. Maybe I'll try using the analog stick instead, see if it feels a bit more fluent. Now let's see, should we go right or left? Fuck, we're gonna try and go left. We cannot go left. And I just wasted that. Okay, we're gonna have to try the right side. Ah! I'm sinking! Right. Everything went well thus far. Let's see. We have that enemy up. Oh shit. Just walked straight into that one now, didn't I? I wanna see, can I get like down there? No? I'm guessing right now that there is some kind of new game plus mode. Because it doesn't seem like I can go in there. So why would they have that there if you cannot take that path? Seems a bit stupid. Oh, would you stand still? Okay, let's do it like this. Thank you. And Dominique, initially at least, she feels like a mix in between Miriam and Jebel in the first game, because Miriam could jump really high, just like she does, or like Dominique does. And Jebel had the advantage of his bats going upwards. So that could let you get the drop on enemies from below. So she seems like a bit of a mixed character in between those two. Let's see what we're at on time. Around 18 minutes. I'm gonna keep these episodes just around... I'm gonna try to keep them around 20-minute mark. Aha! Let's see. Grab the best path or go downwards. Let's go downwards. Maybe this was a mistake. That is a shard. Can I... Okay, the game decided that for me, unless Sangetsu cannot go through there either. Well, that was disappointing. Well, that kind of decides it then. Switch back to Dominique and go over there and in here. Okay, whatever that is, it's a spider's nest. Ha! I'm not a big fan of spiders. Never have been. And whenever I see a spider, I don't know if that's just a Swedish thing, but it's said that if you kill a spider, it will rain afterwards. I have no idea why. I think it's just a thing to deter people from killing those disgusting things. Oh shit, this is... Oh. I thought that yellow goo was an instant kill thing, but apparently it wasn't. Yes, it's an old thing in Sweden that if you kill a spider, it's gonna rain. And I say this may seem cruel, but I'll take shitty weather over a spider any day. And this is one of those moments I want to jump down here to see what's down there. But I'm not gonna risk it. I did that mistake in the first game. And jumped straight into a death pit. But let's avoid that for now. And we are just past 20 minutes. So I'm actually gonna end episode 1 right here. And we'll see what's up this little staircase in episode 2. But I want to welcome you to this blind playthrough, and I hope you will enjoy it. And I hope I will enjoy it as well. But in the meantime, I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.